2024 is coming to a close. I visited more locations this year than since before I got married. In this video, I'll talk to you about my bottom one location that I absolutely recommend you avoid. The truth is, giving yourself an international lifestyle just isn't that tough, and it makes more sense now than ever before. International diversification is freedom insurance. If you want to know how I've done it for my family and how you can do it for yours for a lot less than you think, please subscribe, like, comment, and share with folks you care about. Now, I actually go to this country quite regularly. I have residency there for business reasons and because I also think that it is a good hub and a good place to plant a flag, if you will, for my own X-Plan. But my bottom choice, and I'm more convinced of this every time I visit, is Panama. Panama is a strange case. Of course, the Panama Canal is the goose that lays golden eggs. The country has benefited enormously since the canal reverted to the Panamanian people in around the year 2000. Now that that has happened, and now that there's been a growth trajectory, Panama has 8.5% compound annual growth rate since the year 2000. Those are astronomical numbers of growth. Any country growing at 8.5% a year, averaged out over a 20-plus year period now, is obviously producing tremendous prosperity. However, right, every time I go to Panama, you see the difference between the people who are doing well because of the growth, mostly in and around the city, and the majority of the population that's not. I've never seen any place as starkly contrasted between the haves and have-nots as in Panama. There's areas of Panama City, like the old historic district where we like to stay whenever we visit, that once you cross a given street, it doesn't feel dangerous to me. There's police everywhere, so that tells you, right, there's a reason that those cops are standing on the street corner all throughout the tourist zones and very near to that area where once you cross over near Casco Viejo, once you cross into different areas of that city, the poverty is shocking, like unbelievable, and it's a dump. It's a filthy, disgusting, rat-filled dump, right, with all kinds of construction, and the garbage pickup is terrible, like it almost doesn't exist. So there's days and days where there's actual, in Casco Viejo, in Panama City, there's vultures, right? Most cities have pigeons running around digging through garbage. In Panama, right, they have actual vultures and buzzards flying down and landing on dumpsters and, right, making a mess of everything. And so it's a gross city. It's, in my mind, it's actually one of the least pleasant places that I go, but it is interesting that Panama continues to prosper. The amount of growth and prosperity that you see, the development around the city, they continue to build out toward the airport. It doesn't show any signs of slowing down. I've talked to people in the real estate market. One of the best deals on real estate right now is warehouse space, because even at this seemingly late stage, goods transporting through the Panama Canal, they need space to warehouse this stuff, so they're still building warehouses in and around Panama City. That tells you that the growth is nowhere near its top and that there's still a lot more to go. But the problem with Panama, I think overall, is we're entering a phase of history where it's very likely that there's going to be actual armed conflict, and you do not want to be anywhere near a strategically important area like the Panama Canal. It will be fought over. If there is a great big knockdown, drag-out battle, war between major powers like the US and China, for heaven's sake, then the Panama Canal becomes a central kind of choke point. The land formation itself, Panama is about 30 miles wide at the narrowest area. That is very easy to choke off with a very small number of very armed and dangerous people. Obviously, the US has a big incentive, right? You have to expect that if war breaks out between the great powers, that the Panama Canal will be one of the areas that's fought over. The migration crisis, the people coming through the Darien Gap, the activity of the Chinese. I talked about this in other videos that I've done. The Chinese are opening the Darien Gap so that people from South America can have a straight shot all the way north to the border with the US. This is by no means a finished debate. Just because Trump has been elected and he's talking tough about how he's going to fix immigration and deport people and put a stop to all the people coming across the border, this is by no means a settled issue. The other thing is, it's just too fucking hot. About 11 months out of the year, it's 100 degrees with 100-degree humidity. It's just sweltering hot. I know Canadian snowbirds love to go down and get in the sun and the surf and sort of go to warmer climates during the winter in North America, but I mean, to me, it's so hot, it's nauseating every time I go there. I don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy that kind of heat and humidity. God knows why I have so many properties in the tropics. And so my advice to people is watch out. I would not be investing in or looking to spend excessive amounts of time in Panama. The city itself is a big hub for commerce. On the other side of whatever trouble we're going to have to get through in the rest of the 2020s and beyond, I have no doubt that, short of a nuclear holocaust, Panama is going to be a very important place. So for business, yes. For visiting, if you want to go to the biggest city in Central America and a kind of exciting, rich, luxurious kind of lifestyle that you can have there, yeah, I get it. But investing even in a second home or a rental real estate kind of situation, the one exception is I have not been to Boquete Boquete in the north. It's nearly on the border with Costa Rica. They tell me it's extremely nice. I haven't been there yet, but I will remedy that in early 2025, and so I'll give you an update at that time. But my feeling overall is there's much better places to go. As you know, we are big fans of Latin America here at the X-Plan, and so most of my focus has been on finding really excellent locations in Latin America. There's way better choices than Panama for all the various reasons that I've said, but that's my hit on Panama. I think there's much better places to go, and I also think it's going to be genuinely dangerous at some point if things really get out of control in the world.
Right now, you can join the X-Plan community for just $1. Click below to get all the details. Instead of passively obeying the lunatic decisions by cognitively impaired political hacks, we're building a future where international diversification ensures our freedom and prosperity. You'll get easy access to resources and contacts to help you structure your own international lifestyle, including how you protect your money outside the U.S. banking system, how to quickly get legal documents that allow you and your family to enter a friendly, welcoming, peaceful jurisdiction when trouble hits North America, where to invest in top-tier income-producing real estate, and much more. If you decide you want the convenience of private consulting, we offer that option too, but at a tiny fraction of what other so-called experts are charging. So you don't have to break the bank trying to protect your family and preserve your wealth in the chaos of the 2020s. Click below to get all the details and join the X-Plan community for just $1, and I'll see you on the inside.
Don't forget, your freedom begins the moment you realize nobody is coming to save you. That's enough out of me. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back with more great stuff.